Hi. In this video I'm going to show you the easiest way to get started with Formbird with a locally installed VirtualBox virtual machine. This VirtualBox machine will contain Ubuntu 18.04 and MongoDB and Formbird fully installed. So let's get started. Simply navigate to the Formbird website. You can either navigate to install or to docs. Under install there is actually a direct link. The link takes you to this install. There will be other installs over time that we will include in this. So simply head down to the download of Formbird. This will take anything up to 15-20 minutes depending on your internet speed. It is a 1.6 gigabyte file and therefore times will vary very much based on your local internet speed. As this is downloading, you can obtain VirtualBox. It's a free open source platform. It's available on the VirtualBox website. There are hosts available for Windows, OS X, Unix and Solaris. You'll also need to install 7-zip. The uncompressed file is about 4 gigabytes, so we zip this file up in 7-zip, and 7-zip is available from the 7-zip website. As this is downloading, I'll head on back over and show you a few of the other features of Formbird, or a bit more about Formbird. So Formbird is a very fast way of developing applications. It provides a base environment that is a complete operating stack that lets you build business applications very rapidly. A key feature of Formbird is that anyone can build applications in Formbird. Our best developers or best implementers are in fact business people that have very little, if any, development skill, yet they can build and develop complete applications, complete detailed applications. Yet in building those applications there is no limitation if you do have development skills or you do have developers on staff. If you can throw some JavaScript or some HTML at a browser, Formbird lets you do that. So it's a very powerful platform. We have a growing number of partners developing a whole range of applications, business applications, mobile applications, and complete enterprise solutions. I'm actually going to let this download and we'll follow it all the way through in real time. It should, I think we're up to about 5 minutes left. So let us just let this just download completely. We are assuming that you do have installed VirtualBox. When it's installed, some of the features of VirtualBox you'll need to consider. One of the key issues you'll need to consider is how you get access to that Formbird machine. An important element of that is access to it on the local network. This is done by connecting on configuring a bridged network. In order to access a VirtualBox machine, you'll need it from an external source on your local network or on your browser or your local notebook itself. It'll require a bridge network. The default setup is a NATed network, which means that machine is isolated behind a firewall, in effect, its own firewall. So when this is installed, we'll configure it or ensure that it's configured as a bridged network, and I'll show you how to actually access that and confirm that that's available on your local network. We're still a few minutes off from having that completed. A few more interesting facts or information about Formbird. The documentation website, the docs, contain a lot of information. There's a lot of detail on how to get started. There's a bunch of development resources here in terms of building applications. There's a reference library to our standard set of components that are available, how you utilize those components. There's a very wide range of capabilities there, as well as an emerging number from partners and also commercial versions that Formbird ourselves will be releasing over time. There's a example application, a build of that example application that is fully detailed here. That same application, or many elements of that application, is actually contained in the sample application that you can download and install on your server from our store. Here you can download for free and have access to this CRM starter app. It's only a very small app, but contains all the essentials that you'd require in a CRM and contacts organisations. You can keep a history of the communications, opportunities. You can register the value of the opportunity and the success factor of that opportunity. Similarly, we have a support application that is also, or what we term as a support module, which is really leverages the CRM key elements and adds support tickets to it. This is all, again, available free. It provides a very good base for either developing your own CRM or support app, or for simply taking and looking at the approach that we've taken in implementing our own Formbird application. Okay, how are we going with that download? We've still got a couple of minutes. And other ways that you can get started with Formbird is to, rather than downloading and installing a machine, particularly if you're wanting to provide broader access, is to let us host it. Hosting starts at $99. Other servers are available. The $99 is a small server suitable for less than, say, 50 staff. A small business server that you can run and provide access to across the internet to your staff, customers, contractors. We take the worry of essentially hosting that environment for you out of the picture. The downloaded environment that we're downloading now is intended to be an internally used server. It is not intended to be put on the internet and provided external access. It is not secured in really any shape or form. It is there for internal use. So it's expected that it'll be running on an internal network, running on your local notebook, etc. It's not being configured as a secured server. That includes the applications and the sample applications, the CRM and support applications. They need to have been fully locked down. Formbird inherently is very secure, but because of the flexibility of the platform, and like any software, if you simply put it up on the internet, it doesn't make it inherently secure. If you host it on a server, it does not inherently make it secure. Okay, so we're a few seconds off completing that download. Once that's downloaded, we simply unzip it. Once unzipped, we can then start it. It is a fully configured environment, making it very easy for you to get started and really leverage the whole platform in one easy hit. So we're just about done. We'll pull up our file viewer, have a look at the download. It's nearly completed. You can actually move this out of the downloads folder. Okay, now that that's completed, or about to be completed, I can then open it up, or unzip it in this case. Okay, now that that's been unzipped, we simply need to open that up with the VirtualBox machine. If your install should have associated the VBox extension, the file extension to VirtualBox, in some operating system you simply need to open. In this case, I will open it with, I'll simply double click on it and it should start my VirtualBox. Okay, so now I have the server, the Formbird server. By simply starting that server, it'll take a few seconds to start up. I can log in. The default login is Ubuntu with a password of Formbird123. Naturally, if this server is accessible other than your local network, please change the password as soon as possible. Okay, so a couple of quick tests. If we do ifconfig, we can find out the IP address of this machine. Hopefully it's come up with an address that is accessible. If it's not, you'll have to go back to your settings and set it as a bridged network. In this case, it's set to 192.168.8.153. That's been set by my internal network. I can also confirm that Formbird has actually started as an application or as a server by simply typing pm2 logs. This will confirm that the server is up. You can see that the application has started and is now operating. It'll be operating on 2 ports, 3000 and 3001 being the default node ports. It is behind a reverse proxy in this install, so I can navigate directly to that IP address. So again, let me look at that IP address, 153. So simply by navigating to HTTPS 192.168.8.153, we should then get access directly to. It will be registered as a insecure connection. That's because the certificate, the SSL certificate, does not match the URL that you're entering. It is in fact a secure connection. It is just that a browser is warning you that, and you may need to click past the exceptions of that. So the default login is admin@formbird.com and capital FORMBIRD 123 exclamation mark. That again is on the website and fully explained how to log in. Here we're up and going. And it's really that easy. You can now get started. You can start building your own forms and templates out of that. Head on over to the website, to our website and our documentation page. There's more videos on how to build your first application. Thank you very much. That's as easy as it is to get started. There are other elements of this VirtualBox which have already been considered for you. For instance, the exposure of the Elasticsearch head. MongoDB is also exposed on port 27017, the default Mongo port. So anyway, enjoy that. It's very easy to get going. Quite literally, that's as much effort as it takes to get your first your Formbird server up and going. Look forward to hearing from you and enjoying what we enjoy at Formbird. Thank you.